This is the part that I was dreading, procrastinating. I'm on Bubble. It's pretty simple. It's just like a drag and drop thing, but my fear is like doing all of this and then just like wasting time because it didn't turn out like it turned out crappy and not like how you wanted. But I guess this is just the MVP. But yeah, this is my life. Bubble tutorial, how to make an app and whatever. You have to do database. You have to do the design of every single page. So you have to go into each page, daily tracking. So if I go to this page, intentional living checklist, and then you have to program these buttons to, actually, anyway, it's the whole thing. This is the part that I hate, but this is the obstacle that I'm getting over to make this come to fruition, because the bigger vision about this is something that's going to help people visualize their entire life. And then when we add AI into it, which is again easier than I think it is, then it'll be interesting, because imagine you put in notes every day, you put in maybe your meditation notes, the more information you give this thing, the more AI can analyze it, creates a little profile on who you are as a person. But then what you could do is actually reverse engineer it and say, I want to be this type of person. And then it could actually give you day by day, okay, well, over the next 365 days, if you did this, then here's the percentage that you're going to be blah, 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 or you're going to improve this characteristic. Anyway, this is just to the ultimate, like, how to become the best version of yourself by getting a little bit 0.01% better every day. So, a little bit every day. I don't really want to do this, but I'm forcing myself to do this because it's something that I can only rely on myself. No one else is going to come and save the day and do it for me. So, excuse my messy desk, all my chamomile, honey, vanilla. This is the best shit ever. They've been around for 300 years. 1706. That's how you know it's good. All right, so this is what I did. I went to the coffee shop and I kind of just jotted down my first notes. I want to create like a guy this is future, but you have a little button that's an AI, but the AI is you. You take a picture of yourself and it creates you, and so you can talk to yourself, but it takes all the information that you put into the app. Like you're gonna go through every single day and you're gonna be like, did I intentionally live, aka clean eating, exercise, no sugar, mental strengthening, aka some form of meditation. Your goal 1, your goal 2, you either checkbox it, yes or no, right? Pretty simple. And then you just do notes about each one if you want. But anyways, we don't have to get into all the nitty-gritty details. The point is that this is where I'm at. I just wanted to document this for the phase at where we are currently at. Listening to Nickelback because, you gotta do it. I mean, that's just a given. I don't care who you are. They were great for their time. And let's see. My hair's going crazy. Drinking a ton of coffee. I love it. It stimulates you. You just can't ever stop because then you get caffeine headaches. But anyways, so I went and this is like I was having my own mental block because it's just like a procrastination ADHD thing. I just didn't really want to learn Bubble. It just seems like it's kind of crazy. It's easier than I thought, I will say. I'm creating each, so I'm still a noob at this, but like you go in, you sign up, right? And then I'm gonna have to program this like button here. Nothing's programmed yet, but like you can preview this, and this is what it would look like. Start intentionally living, and this is maybe too long. It doesn't really matter. It's just like this is all phase 1 example, but visualize your life by filling out your personalized tracker for 2 minutes per day or each day, whatever. So they do it, boom, start intentionally living. They get an email confirmation, and then we can get out of that one and go to page 2. I want to manage their expectations, and I'll probably change the colors. It's just whatever for now. But anyways, what to expect, and then it goes through, like, by intentionally living, blah, blah, blah. This is what it'll do. This is what we focus on. Like, because you can't, in my opinion, if you can't really intentionally live if you just, like, sit around eating a bunch of processed foods and sugars and you don't focus on the ingredients. Another thing is your body requires sleep. You have to have sleep and tracking it, right? And then another thing is exercise. That's pretty easy. Working out 3 times a week minimum. I'm putting an hour each time you go work out. But you probably want to get more. This is, again, this is the bare minimum to start consciously living and kind of checking these things off. Mental strengthening, this one is highly underrated because, and what I mean by this is your mind is a sharp instrument. It requires practice. So going internally, meditating, being with yourself. It's kind of, again, a very overlooked thing because we live in an external world. Your distraction devices, all this stuff. Anyways, my point is that your mind, Sadhguru talks about this, your mind is such a sharp instrument that if you don't practice it, it can turn against, your own intellect will turn against you. And I liked that. Um, and then the notes about each day, what's cool is, like right here is going to be the home screen kind of. Um, I don't know if home screen. Yeah, this is a very crappy version of the home screen because I have to connect this chart, and it's again, this is just literally a chart I plugged in. But what I want it to be is like you can do, bam, write about your day, boom, put in the idea or a thought you have, and then the AI analysis will be coming to where, think about this, if you track your whole entire day like this, your exercise, your whatever, and then further phases, we can connect to Apple Watches via APIs. We can do the Whoop bands, the Aura Ring, Samsung Ring, whatever. All these health trackers. So then, now, the more information we have on your little profile about you, AI can then analyze this information, and guess what? It's gonna see so many patterns. You can even start to predict about your life. Anyway, I'm excited about this because no one really understands what I'm doing, I feel. They're just like, oh, cool, tracker. But in my mind, phase 20, like the whole goal of this end game is, imagine if you could get paid to intentionally live. Yeah, there's going to be some things where, like, okay, you got to prove it. Your GPS was on, you were at the gym. Everyone's trying to kind of be scammy and get free money, of course. That's unfortunately a lot of if there's free money out there, people like it, right? No, but anyway, my point is that is the end goal. Is, imagine, instead of like, oh, I work this 9 to 5 job, what if you could wake up, intentionally live, and get paid for doing that? There's also going to be a social aspect down the road to where, like, there's going to be a level bar here, and by intentionally living, you have a level progression. What if you could turn on, kind of like how Pokemon Go, you can kind of go around, and I'm thinking 20 to 50 years in the future, like, we're all going to have augmented reality glasses. What if you could see people at the gym, and then above their head it was like, this is Billy, he's level 800, he's been intentionally living for 25 years. And because then what that enables you to do is, we're going to counteract social media is like destroying, like, you just get everything through Instagram, Facebook, all these social platforms, and you get the social gratification. But like, have you been to a gym? Have you been anywhere? People don't talk to each other socially like they did 20 years ago. And I'm only 30 years old. But the point is that my upbringing, I'm the last generation where your social skills, think about it, if you don't use your brain and your social skills to a certain extent, you will lose them through the evolutionary process, because your brain is a sponge, and you don't need that anymore, is what evolution says, right? Hey, we don't use this, we don't need it as much. That skill is going to be dulled. So I'm trying to, through AI, through tracking your life, my whole vision and goal for this is to create a better evolutionary human. Because if we just let technology take over, we're not as social. You don't have to do critical thinking with math or anything, because you just ask AI, it gives you the information far more instantaneous than you could figure it out ever. So adapting to this is how we're going to evolve to be the next better generation of humans. And one thing that was really cool is, I saw this chart that was like, we start here, millions. We start as bacteria, we go to the next thing, next thing, next thing, whatever. But you know what's crazy is, we actually used to be these stumpier, hairier humans, and we evolved into what we are now, right? And so it's kind of like we used to be shorter as a whole, and all these. Anyway, it depends on the tribe and where you come from, whatever. This is just kind of like a general speculation, but my point is that if we can intentionally live to become a more intentional group of people, to consciously live, that's the point. Is, did you know 47% of everyone in the world, on average, 47% of people make decisions unconsciously? That's
just about half your day. Half of the decisions you make, you're just on autopilot because it's so, you've done it before. The repetition, it's mundane, boom. Your brain is a sponge. It does and learns everything. It's always adapting, always sucking in information through these five senses. Like, think about it. Go put in your AirPods with noise canceling, and you'll experience the world differently. You'll notice your breath. You'll notice yourself internally. It's just a whole different experience, and everything's about perception. So, anyways, enough of my rambling. I get excited about this because my vision is so clear for what this is going to be. What if I could sing? Oh my gosh, that'd be the ultimate human. You know what's funny about that is you can teach yourself how to sing or get a coach, and you could actually, like, I could sing if I cared enough. But anyways, you can do anything you put your mind to. Your brain is the most powerful thing, whether you believe it or not. Like, put it this way. If you didn't have any confidence in yourself, and I got a hold of you, and I beat it into you and taught you how to be confident, how to be a certain type of human, you would become you would do anything you set your mind to. You just have to start, be consistent, and believe in it. That's what's crazy, is you are a creator, anything you put your mind to. So this is the tool for 2 minutes a day. I'm trying to dumb this down to any idiot in the world could literally have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. How do I plug them into a system to where, hey, Mr. guy that doesn't understand anything about what I'm talking about, you write for 2 minutes about your day. That's all you have to do. AI is going to report back to you, do all these things, blah, blah, blah. And you're going to see these patterns. Like, think about it. 2 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, how was your day? How did you feel? I mean, like, where's my tracker? Son of a, here we go. All right. Check this out. So this is how it started, is I wanted to track no sugar, honey and natural sugars, okay. Raw honey, no alcohol, clean eating, working out, no smoking, working on the intentional living club. And then it quantifies and color codes it. Hey, out of 30 days this month, or 31, whatever, see, look at the math, out of 30 days, it just says how many yeses or nos out of 30 days. And then if it's above 80%, it'll be green. And then if it's below 80%, it'll be yellow. And then below 50, it would be red. I need to just color code this one, but it doesn't matter because we're building the app now. Okay, furthermore, let me just keep going like I've had 3 cups of coffee. Furthermore, this is important to me. How do I feel overall today? Rate it 1 to 10. How is my mindset? Those are different. I could feel a certain way, but my mindset could be another way. For me, I like to have a sense of community, because imagine being the only person on the earth. It's kind of boring. I mean, there's some, for me, I'm an extrovert, but I've been forcing myself to be an introvert just to go internally, and it's been awesome, but it's definitely different. It's a whole different way of living. Did I improve 0.01% today? And I just rate it. Again, scale of 1 to 10. All of these are going to be data points about yourself that then you can go back with AI and be like, we can create you can see a visualization of who you are. Anyways, what time I went to bed, when I woke up, and then I've been adding I feel pretty good. Bam, I crashed around 1 p.m. I don't know why. And then that's the point. AI could probably analyze that. Not probably, it will. I don't mind the glare, but this is actually coming together. This is the preview of the page I just made for the, you just go through, how did you feel overall today? You rate it 1 to 10. It's just a drop down. See how long it's going to take you. And then once you're used to this, you're like, okay, did I improve? Real quick, how'd I feel? I did a lot, blah, blah, blah. Mental strengthening, some sort of meditation. Did I do this? Maybe today. I didn't really feel too much. It's a 3. Quality of what I learned today. Because obviously, if you don't take in new information, then what the hell are we doing? And then how many hours of learning today? I only did 1 YouTube video and whatever. Any notes? I felt like, well, let me delete this, is what it says. Any additional things that you want to add for today? Today's notes are on the next page. And then when you click the button, it'll go to the notes section, and you just write a synopsis about your day. So, it actually turned out pretty simple and good.